Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome along to another video for Farming Simulator 25. In today's video, we are going to go through and locate all of the collectibles available on Riverbend Springs. There is 25 in total, and they're a little bit different to the collectible toys that were available on the likes of Elm Creek and Farming Simulator 22. These ones, to me, are a lot harder to identify if you weren't going there specifically looking for them. They actually fit really well into the map, and I'll show you that when we get to the first one. Now, how are we going to go about finding these? Well, let's bring up the map and I will show you. So we're right up here in the top left hand corner, and if we just zoom in a little bit, you can see these little yellow dots scattered around the map. That is all of the collectibles. There is 25 of them in total. Now, how have I got those showing? Well, that is using the console commands on PC, using a little cheat code called GS Collectibles Show All. So if you're on PC and have the console commands and cheats enabled, you will be able to go through and find those yourself. Unfortunately, obviously console players don't have that, so this will certainly be a big help for you. Now, I will make this map available, so if you don't want to go through and find them all or follow the video through, I'll have a link down there in the description to download them. But we're going to head on around the map. We're going to do it in an orderly fashion, try and work our way around across the top, down the side of the map here to the bottom. It's a few to clean out in the bottom here, a couple back up in around the animal dealer that we need to get, few more down here in the corner, and then we'll do this last little bit here. So it's kind of trying to do it in the most efficient way as you move around the map. Now, when we're out here, we'll also make sure we've got the mini map showing so you can see exactly where each of them are and get some reference points, whether it's the coordinates in the map or whether it is the nearest field number or the nearest point of interest. So that is how we're going to tackle it. Now, before we do dive on in, I do want to say a huge thank you to G-Portal for sponsoring this video, and we've just got a little message from them. A huge thank you to G-Portal Game Servers for sponsoring this video. Now, if you're wanting the most reliable multiplayer service for Farming Simulator 25, then look no further than G-Portal. Their servers are designed with the gamer in mind, providing you with the ultimate gaming experience, whether it is on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. G-Portal servers are built for speed, delivering lightning-fast gameplay so you can enjoy Farming Simulator 25 without any lag. Plus, they offer top-notch security measures to ensure your data is always safe and secure. G-Portal provide a range of server settings for Farming Simulator 25, from 4 up to 16 player slots, a range of server locations all around the world, and up to 25 gigabytes of mod space for all of those fancy tractors and trucks. One of the best things about G-Portal is their 24/7 customer service. Whether you have questions about setting up your server or need assistance during gameplay, the support team is always there to help. Managing your server has never been easier with G-Portal's user-friendly control panel. You can easily set up your server, manage your settings, and monitor your gameplay in real time. If you're looking for a new server, then use the link in the description to save 10% right now. Thank you once again to G-Portal for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the farming. On to the hunting and collecting. Let's head off and find our first collectible. So collectible number one, we've just come down the road and we're going to turn into this house. This, was it a house? It's a barn here, right next to field number 20. We're going to head on over here underneath the old windmill, and you can see this wheelbarrow type thing. That is actually our collectible. So if we come up next to that and we just have our commands up at the top there you go, because I'm switching between controller, but if we have that there, you can see we've got R to collect it. Now before I do, as you can see, these are quite well concealed or well disguised as a collectible. They don't look like the other ones. As I was saying, it would make it quite hard to go through and find these as we go. So got the option there to collect, press R, and there we go. The Grain Elevator Museum misses some parts of its interior. Can you find all of them? You found a part of the Grain Elevator Museum, just 24 left, and we got $10,000 for there. So that's the first one done and dusted. Right, let's head on down to the one next to field number 21. You can see down there below us, and we'll go and find that. So heading up the driveway up here, we've got another house. There's an old silo and things up there. We're just going to cut straight up the side of the hill into the grass, come through the gate here for the house, little carport. Going to head into this little shed here on the left. It's got the side there on the back. Come into the back corner here, and there we go. Press B on our controller. It must be this frame here that we're trying to collect. So there we go. Another part of the elevator located. Another $10,000 for us. So our next one located here behind the fire department. We're just going to head around the corner here, head over towards this barn. You can see the little yellow dot on the map. Now this one is a little bit trickier to get to. You can see the ladder leaning up the side here. We're just going to go straight up the side of the ladder, and then as soon as you get up, you kind of got to make your way across this little ledge here and around the corner, and then we head down into the back, and we've got our collectible just here. We'll grab that, and that is piece number 3. Our next collectible down here at the Grain River silo beside field 27. Now we're going to walk over here. We've got this auger, loading auger out here. I'm guessing it's used for loading barges or something like that. Now we head out here on this gangway, all the way out to the little control building out on the end. And we just go through in here, you can see we've got a collectible there, which is the seat. No, it is the little shovel. I thought it might have been the seat. On to the next one, Silver Shaft Wagons. It is up here next to field 25. If we just cross the road, sounds like there's a car coming, but we've made it across safely into this little shed. Come and stand in the back corner in here. Should be able to find another collectible to grab. So we've moved along the top of the map. We're up here near field 31. We've got a little shed just on the other side of this intersection. We walk in here and go and stand over in here in the back. You can see that's something else to grab. Our next collectible brings us down here to the farmer's market, but we're not going to go that way. We're going to turn around, head back over this direction to the barn with big sunflowers on it. Now we're not having to go up anywhere crazy this time, but if we head in the left here next to the big sunflower, crouch down underneath this, and then we've got this crazy looking contraption that is part of our next collectible. Like I said, they all kind of blend in, and the last couple have been a bit harder to pick exactly what it is we're grabbing, but we just grab that. There we go, that one's disappeared. Only 18 left to go. So down here by farmland 47, where all of the beehives are located, we're just going to head up in here. Probably need to make sure you've got your apiarist costume on or apiarist suit on. But right up here on top, just come and stand next to this. You can see there the scoop is the next of our items to grab. So we're right up here in the top right hand corner of the map next to the BGA, and I'm going to try and follow this track up this way. You can see our little yellow dot on the screen. Just going to head up this way until we can locate what we're looking for. Must be in this shed, so we'll go and have a little bit of a poke around, see what there is we can find. Should be, I'm hoping, pretty obvious what we're looking for. There we go, looks like some sort of grain sorter or sieve or something like that. But there we go, next of our collectibles. So we find ourselves down here at Woolworld Spinnery, just below where we were previously. Now we're going to head down to the right hand side of the building. When we get around to the corner, we're going to find that there's a little garage in here. It does have a car parked in it. Sneak down the side, and we're going to come over and pick up, is it this typewriter? It is the typewriter. There we go. 10 down, 15 to go. The next of our collectibles, we find ourselves down here at the paper mill. And if we just wander around the corner, up the stairs, all the way up here past the production point where we can buy the production, I'm just going to stand over at this window and we get the option to collect something there. And I'm not sure what it is we're taking. We're taking the whole desk there from the inside, so I'm not sure if it's possible to open the door. It doesn't seem to be. It does look like your only option is to do it through the window. A little bit different. But anyhow, there we go. That's another one done and dusted. Down here at Willie's Steamboat Restaurant, we're just going to go and jump out here onto the boat. And if we head around to the left towards the front or the bow, we're going to use our correct nautical terms. Or is it the stern? I'm not sure which one this is. This might be the stern. Anyhow, we're not here to discuss nautical terms. We're here to discuss collectibles, and this is our next one right here. So if we just press, there we go. Got rid of that one as well. So we've come across the other side of the river. We're up here at the gas station up near field or farmland 74, 73. Just going to walk along the front here and head on up next to the telephone. We're right there. Just going to press R and grab hold of the old telephone off the wall. So that's us halfway through 13 out of 25. We're just going to have a quick look on the map, show you where we've been, show you where we're going for the last few. So basically started up in the top here, sort of cleared right out and through, came down the side here. We're now sitting down here over the other side of the river. We've got a couple in here, 1 and 2 there. There's 2 more down the bottom there. We're just going to shoot up. There's a couple in here around the shops and stores and animal dealer and things like that. A couple down here as well. 1 right down in the bottom corner. And then the last couple in here around the starter farm when you're on new farmer mode. So let's carry on. I'm going to head on over here towards field number 70 and go and find this one. So in the corner of field 70, I'm just going to head into the trees. You can see the outline of a shed in here. There is an old rickety shed. If we just come around this way, you can see no doubt what it is that we're trying to grab out of this one. It is this item here. There we go. There's that one grabbed now too. Down here at the sawmill, we're just going to walk on through. Got the main sort of sawmill lumberyard there on the right. We're going to head on over to this building though. There's one of the sell points there, unload points for your logs. We've got the little floating area down there, but I think we're just coming up into here and with our floating jump, come up next to that and we're grabbing hold of this whiteboard or blackboard, I should say. Take that off the wall, get close enough. There we go. 15 down. Our next one is at the rope production point down on the bottom edge of the map. We're going to turn around and head over into this barn building, go into the main door here on the right, then we're going to head in over here right into the back left corner, and then somewhere in around here we should be able to grab the next one. There we go. And our next one is here at the farmyard. This is a farmyard right down just below field 87. You can see the Riverbend Springs water tower in the background. There is a old barn. There's a number of these old barns, and they seem to be good hiding spots for collectibles. But we're going to go get through the entry here, over next to the skip bin, and then this little piece of equipment, this red item here, is going to be our next collectible. Moving on to the corner of field 86, it looks like we've got a forestry watchtower here. So we're going to head on up these stairs. We'll see at the top. So here we are at the top of the forest watchtower. We come back over here. We've got this little pot burner, pot fire, whatever you want to call it there. That is one more of our collectibles. So back on down, go and find the next one. So once again from field 86, we've come down here by the river. We're going to turn around. You can see there's a bit of a platform here. We're just sneaking behind the tree. Got a waterfall in under here, a bit of water, not really a waterfall, a little bit of one, but it's sort of an underground river, but quite clearly you can see that does look like the inner workings of a grain elevator. So we'll come over, get that one picked up as well. So we've come into town to grab the two that are in here. We're at the animal dealer, this building here on our right. We just need to go around the side here, climb up on these boxes, jump over the fence, then head over to the red skip bin, and you can see the handle of what looks like a broom or something like that, some other device that is used in the grain elevator. But there we go, that is done, 5 to go. So over behind Grain West Silo, very near the train tracks and field 82, we've just got this little track and a little path down here, leads us into another one of these sheds. I'm just going to dart on in here, have a look on our right and go over to this table. Wasn't a table, but we did just pick something up from in that corner. Like I said, they are so hard to pick up exactly what it is we're looking for. So from the town, we've come up here to field number 90, right in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, just about as far away as you can get. And as you can probably imagine, we're going to head up in here and find another shed. Seems to be the modus operandi when we head into these wooded areas, to find a random unmarked shed in there and a collectible to go with it. Another big bit of equipment. Third to last, and we're up here at the playground. Obviously this is one of the buildable places. You can make the toys, but let's jump into the back in here. You kind of got to climb up and over this area. Some stairs here on the left. You can wind your way down those and then head into the corner over here. And we'll keep an eye. Is it going to be the wheel? No, there was something in the back left corner that disappeared just then. 2 to go. So at the starter farm, we are in field 4. Heading down, you would have probably all seen this shed in the back corner and wondered what its purpose was. Well, it is concealing another one of our collectibles. So just have a look and poke our nose in and around here, see where it is. There we go, come into the back corner. There we go, only one item left to go. And the final collectible that we have to gather here on Riverbend Springs brings us back here into the town. We're just going to walk up into this little shed here associated with one of the houses, and just going to go and poke our nose into the back right hand corner. Now, can I guess it's going to be that box? No, it was something else, but there we go. We have found all 25 parts, and we've got a little achievement there, Rusty. The museum needs help, and it did pop up and tell us a warning or something there about having them all and completing the collection. So we'll go over to the grain elevator, have a look at that, and then we'll wrap things up. So here we are down at the Grain Elevator Museum. It is looking pretty run down and dilapidated. If you've been following along, you do know that this needs to be built. You can see there the first stage requires wood beams and planks, long planks. Of course, if you don't want to do that through actually doing the sawmill and some forestry, you can go to the warehouse and buy those. But if we just come up and poke our nose in here, you can start to see some of the things. We found that poster, if you remember that. We've got this piece of equipment over here that we commented about. So just all scattered around. We go in here, you can see we've got the old wood burner, the telephone, the desk, all of those different pieces, the blackboard up there, all of these different bits and pieces that we've found, which are now in here and part of the museum. So, I mean, technically we've finished all the collectibles, we've got the achievement for that, but there is, of course, still the role of trying to rebuild and finish the grain museum and grain elevator and restore it to its former glory. So there we go. I hope you have found that useful. I I will go through. There is a video going to be out for Hutan Pantai as well, so if you want to go and find the collectibles on there, do make sure you check out that video as well. And again, huge thank you to G Portal for sponsoring the video. If you're looking for a multiplayer server for Farming Simulator 25, check out G Portal, and if you use the link in the description, you'll save 10% on your first order, so do go and check them out. But for me, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you found this useful and informative, and I'll catch you in the next one.